Hello and welcome to Gameweek 20 League 2 predictions. I know there's a couple of games tonight, including Crewe versus Newport and Oldham versus Walsall, but we need to get these prediction videos out for the weekend. So let's just dive straight into my League 2 Gameweek 20 predictions right now. And starting off on Saturday lunchtime then, where Bristol Rovers take on Swindon at 12:30. A tale of two stories for both these sides this season. Swindon do very, very well at the moment at the top of League 2 in third place at the moment. Bristol Rovers sit down in 22nd, a point above the drop zone at the moment, a point above Harrogate Town in there as well. 4-0 home win for Swindon over Bristol Rovers last Sunday play on the 8th of October 2024 in the EFL Trophy. Last Sunday play in the league was a 1-1 draw in 2022 on the 22nd of January, and then 3-1 away winners for Swindon over Bristol Rovers on the 2nd of October 2021. Difficult one to call this one. Despite Bristol Rovers doing okay. Well, no, they've been horrible, haven't they, so far this season? Swindon will get over the line in this one. Go back for a nice 2-1 away victory in this one over a Bristol Rovers side that look quite poor at the moment. So, 2-1 Swindon in this one over Bristol Rovers in this one. Salford Colchester is next then at the Peninsula. Salford City grabbing a 1-1 draw over Fleetwood last night. Colchester losing to West Ham. Colchester don't play tonight. I don't think they haven't played. No, they played against Gillingham at the weekend. They played in the Virtue Trophy and lost to West Ham last night. Last Sunday play was a 4-1 home win for Salford City back at the Peninsula earlier this season. Was a nice 4-1 home win for them. 2-1 away win for Salford back on the 26th of October 2024. 3 wins for Salford, 3 draws, 6 wins for Colchester. Salford's home form has been okay so far this season. Colchester's away form has just been just as good. Difficult one to say what's going to happen on this one. Bit of a topsy-turvy game at the Peninsula. This one, 12:30 kickoff, could be any kind of result, this one. So, I think I'm back a draw in this one. Go back a 2-2 draw in this one. Just to Colchester have been doing quite good away from home this season and starting to really pick up now under Danny Cowley. So 2-2 draw between Salford and Colchester in this one. Into the 3 o'clockers, and we have Accrington Bromley as the first one. Accrington winning last night away at Harrogate Town. Nice 2-0 away victory. Very much needed 2-0 away victory for them in that one. Bromley to beat Crawley by 3-1. Deserved winners for Bromley in that one. Walsall did beat Bromley at the weekend, though, which was a bit unfortunate for them. Accrington unbeaten their last 5 in all competitions. 4th sit Bromley. Accrington sits 16th in the table at the moment. Head-to-heads look like this. 2-1 away win for Bromley over Accrington on the 7th of December. Last season, 4-0 home win for Bromley over Accrington on the 5th of April. 0 wins for Accrington, 0 draws, 2 wins for Bromley. Bromley have won this time. Each of their last few fixtures, their home form is immaculate. Accrington's away form isn't too shabby. Well, it's not great. But I'm going to back Bromley for a nice 2-0 away victory here. I think they will get over the line against an Accrington side that look pretty dreadful at the moment. Or saying that, they're unbeaten in 5. So 2-0 Bromley away win might cause a few shocks. Do let me know your comments. Score predictions in the comments for this one. But 2-0 Bromley away win over Accrington in this one. Cheltenham Harrogate now, and Steve Cottrell is continuing that new manager bounce after they beat Swindon Town last night away from home. Very, very good win away at the county ground for Cheltenham Town in that one. Harrogate did lose at home to Accrington last night. Not great result for them. They did beat Cheltenham last season in League 2 by 2-0 on the 17th of January. There was a 1-0 home win for Cheltenham over Harrogate in the other game. Cheltenham should win this under Steve Cottrell the way they've been playing so far at home this season. Harrogate haven't been on great form and currently do sit inside the bottom 2 with Newport County. Not really a lot to delve into on this one. I think Cheltenham should win this quite convincingly, I have to say. So, going to back Steve Cottrell's boys in this one to get over the line by 1-0. So, Cheltenham are going to beat Harrogate Town in this one by 1-0 in this one. Now, probably game of the round, Chesterfield take on Barnet at the SMH Group Stadium. Chesterfield haven't won in their last 5 matches, I should say. Barnet beating Bristol Rovers by 4 goals to them last night. Good home win for Dean Brennan's side in that one, and they will look to propel themselves up the table a little bit. Chesterfield dropped outside the playoffs with their poor run of form at the moment. 11th sit Barnet with that win over Bristol Rovers last time out. 2-0 away win for Chesterfield. Last time did play in the National League in February 2024, 4-2 home win for Chesterfield over Barnet back at their place. 11 wins for Chesterfield, 2 draws, 4 wins for Barnet. Yeah, difficult one to call this one despite Barnet's, Chesterfield's home form being a little bit rocky. It's not as good as, well, their away form and home form is just a bit mid at the moment. Barnet's away form is very good, sits third in the table at the moment. I'm actually going to back the away side in this one. Might come a bit as a surprise, but I'm backing Dean Bredder's boys to get back-to-back wins in this one. Go for a nice 2-1 away Barnet win in this one at Chesterfield, and them to get over the line in this one at the SMH Group Group Stadium in Chesterfield. Crawley, Oldham now. Both sides not really doing great in the league at the moment. Oldham do play tonight, of course, so we'll have to kind of wait and see what happens as they take on table toppers Walsall at the moment. Crawley also on a horrible losing run at the moment. Haven't won any of the last 5 fixtures. They've only scored 8 in the last 5. Haven't kept a clean sheet. It's 7 matches either. They've only scored 6 in their last 5, have Oldham as well. So this could be quite a low scoring game. But the last 2 games involving these sides has included a combined 5 goals for each side. So 10 goals. 3-3 draw at Oldham on the 7th of May, 2-2 draw on the 1st of March. Between these two sides, 4 wins for Crawley, 4 draws, 6 wins for Oldham. Crawley have done better at home than they have done away this season, you'd have to say. But yeah, it's not really a massive night and day thing massively, really, for them. Difficult one to call again here at Crawley here at the Broadfield. I'm going to back a 1-1 draw between these two sides. I don't really see a lot happening in this one. So, 1-1 between Crawley and Oldham in this one. I see this being quite a cagey game and it being played out into a 1-1 draw. Gillingham versus Barrow now then. Gillingham 4 draws on the trot for them. Not great, including 2-2, 1-1, 3-3 and 0-0. They've had all sorts of draws of Gillingham in their last 4 matches. Barrow did lose 3-0 at home to Tranmere, which is never great. 18th sit Barrow in the table, 8th sit Gillingham at the moment. Head-to-heads look like this. 3-0 home win for Barrow last time out on the 8th of February. 2-0 home win for Gillingham over Barrow on the 28th of September. 3 wins for Barrow, 1 draw, 2 wins for Gillingham. Gillingham's home form isn't too bad. They sit 12th at the moment with their away form looking a bit better in 7th as Barrow's away form is 14th. So yeah, difficult one to call this one considering both sides aren't exactly great in their respectful aspects away from home and at home. But yeah, at Priestfield, I don't know what to call this one. It could be a draw. I don't know. Gillingham probably might get over the line under Richard Dobson so far. He's done an okay job, I guess. Yeah, they haven't really moved, to be honest. They have moved outside this player, so I'm going to back Gillingham to win this. We'll go for a 2-1 home victory for Gillingham in this one over Barrow, who don't look the greatest from what they have done of previous seasons. So, Gillingham to win this by 2 goals, 1 over Barrow in this one. Another one that could be included as game of the round as Grimsby Town take on Notts County. I remember that game that was 5-5. In 2024 on the 13th of January. Absolutely bonkers game, that one at Blundell Park that time out. Shrewsbury did get a draw against Grimsby did get a draw against Shrewsbury last night. Grimsby did beat Wealdstone 4-0 in the FA Cup in there as well. Back-to-back wins for Notts County over Bristol Rovers and MK Dons respectively. 2-0 away win for Notts County last time I did play Grimsby on the 11th of March, and then Notts County did beat them 4-1 at their place on the 22nd of August last year. 6 wins for Grimsby, 3 draws, 5 draws for Notts County. Notts County sits second in the table. Grimsby sit 12th. Bit of a little slump for them. They might be questioning David Artell if they did lose this game. I am going to back a difficult one to call this one. Grimsby's home form isn't exactly great with 13th at the moment, but they aren't doing exactly great. I'm going to back a 2-2 draw in this one between these two. I think there won't be anything to separate these two sides. So, backing a 2-2 draw between Grimsby and Notts County in this one. MK Dons Cambridge in another game that could be included in game of the round. Of course, Birmingham Mighty, we drew Cambridge in the FA Cup third round draw. Bit of a horror draw considering we haven't been there. Well, we have been there last season, of course, which isn't great. I would have preferred a new ground if it was possible. But anyway, moving aside from that, MK Dons did lose away at Notts County 3-2 at the, was it last night? I think it was last night. Yes, it was, because they were in cup action and beat Oldham by 3-1 at the weekend. Cambridge drew 3 on the trot to Bristol Rovers, Stockport and Chesterfield, all respectively. 1-0 home winners for MK Dons over Cambridge. Last time they played on the 11th of March 2023 in League One. 30th of July 2022 was a 1-0 home win for Cambridge. MK Dons have won this fixture 5 times, 0 draws, 1 win for Cambridge. Difficult one to call this one, despite MK Dons doing okay at the moment. You'd have to say they are inside those playoff places at the moment. Yeah, they will be looking to finish in the top 2 by the end of the season, won't they? MK Dons are going to win this in my eyes. I think they will get over the line, go for a 1-0 home scrappy win for the MK Dons in this one under Paul Warne. And finally, maybe could they get into the top 2 by the end of this match day? Maybe, if other results go their way. But yeah, MK Dons to beat Cambridge by 1-0 here. Bottom club Newport take on Fleetwood now. Then Newport County losing 3-0 away to non-league Boreham Wood at the weekend. Absolute horrible result for them. They do play tonight though in League 2 taking on Crewe. They might need to win that if they are to maybe solidify themselves and get back in this relegation fight. Otherwise it could be a very, very long season for them. 2-0 away loss for Newport. Last time they did play Fleetwood back on the 26th of April. Last season was 0-0 draw back on the 26th of October. Not a lot to say about this one, really. 4 wins for Fleetwood, 3 draws, 1 win for Newport on the head-to-heads. Newport look absolutely dreadful, as we know. Only 2 points at home this season, haven't won a game at home either. Difficult one to call this because Fleetwood's away form isn't much better either. Yeah, Newport will be looking to, Christian Fix has got to sort hit the team out and got to make them sure they stop winning games because it's just going downhill at the moment for Newport. But yeah, I'm going to back a 0-0 draw in this one. I don't think there's going to be a lot to separate these two sides. So yeah, 0-0 between these two in this one between Newport and Fleetwood. Tranmere versus Crewe. Now then, in the penultimate game of the match week, we are predicting 3-0 away win for Tranmere over Barrow. Last time out, they did lose 3-0 home to Fleetwood, so they rectified that goal difference straight away with the 3-0 away win at Barrow last night. Crewe did draw at home to Stockport. I think that was in the Virtue Trophy, or was that in the FA Cup? That would have been in the Virtue Trophy. They did lose to Cambridge last time out, did Crewe. Not amazing for them. Their only win came against Burton, which would have been in the Cup. Excuse me, it's obviously boring, this one. 15th sit Tranmere, 13th sit Crewe. At the moment, Tranmere did beat Crewe last time on the 26th of April by 2-0, 3-1 home win for Crewe over Tranmere on the 26th of October. 6 wins for Tranmere, 2 draws, 6 wins for Crewe. Difficult one to say what to predict on this one. Crewe sit 10th on the home form, that doesn't matter. Tranmere sit 19th on the home form. Crewe sit 13th on the away form. I'm going to back another draw in this one. Go back a one draw between these two sides, and yeah, not really a lot to separate these two sides. I think it'd be a cagey game and they cancel each other out, so yeah, 1-1 in this one. Walsall-Shrewsbury is the final game then. Walsall will be looking to win this as it's against a poor side in Shrewsbury, who currently sit in 20th spot at the moment under Michael Appleton. Did get a decent point against Grimsby last night. Also did beat Gateshead in the Cup 2-0 away, and also do play tonight away at Oldham, of course. Stevenage, they did beat Stevenage in the Cup as well, 2-1. Last league game was a 3-1 home win over Bromley. Head-to-heads look like this. 3-1 away win for Walsall in the Virtue Trophy. Scrap that. Last time they did play in the league was a 0-0 draw in May 2019. And then it was a 0-0 draw both games. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one's a 0-0. I'm joking. I don't think it will be. 11 wins for Walsall, 5 draws, 5 wins for Shrewsbury Town on that occasion. Difficult, very difficult. It's not difficult at all. Walsall 3-0 winners in this one over Shrewsbury side. They look absolutely dreadful at the moment. So yeah, 3-0 Walsall for Matt Sadler's side in this one. Quite comfortable win in my eyes. So yeah, Walsall 3-0 winners in this one. Thank you very much for watching my Gameweek 20 Premier League Premier League, League 2 predictions. I wish this was the Premier League. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and I'll speak to you on the next one, which will be League 1 predictions later today, so don't forget to stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll speak to you on the next one.